Hello, good morning, student. We will start the chapter Lifeline of Indian Economy, and today's topic is border road. Apart from this border road organization, the government of India undertaking construct and maintain roads in the bordering area of country. This organization was established in 1960 for the development of roads of strategic importance in the north and northeastern border area. These roads have improved accessibilities in area of difficult terrain and have helped in the economic development of this area. Roads are also be classified on the basis of types of material used for their construction such as melted and unmelted roads. दो तरीके के होते हैं. Melted roads may be made up of cement, concrete, or even bitumen of coal. Therefore, these are called weather road. Unmelted roads go out of use in the rainy season. रोड डेंसिटी देखिए. लेंथ ऑफ रोड पर 100 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर ऑफ एरिया इज नोन एज डेंसिटी ऑफ रोड. डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ रोड जो यूनिफॉर्म नहीं है, अलग अलग है, कहीं ज़्यादा है तो कहीं कम है. डेंसिटी ऑफ ऑल रोड्स वेरीज फ्रॉम ओनली 12.14 किलोमीटर इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर टू 517.77 किलोमीटर इन केरला with a national average of 142.68 km. 31st March 2011. Road transportation in India faces a number of problems. Keeping in view the volume of traffic and passenger, the road network is inadequate. About half of the roads are unmelted, and this limits their uses during the rainy season. The national highway are inadequate too. Moreover, the roadways are highly congested in cities, and most of the bridges and culverts are old and narrow. However, in recent area, fast development of road network has been taken place in different part of the country. रेलवेज के बारे में देखिए. Railways are the principal mode of transportation for freight and passenger in India. Railways also made it possible for people to conduct multifarious activity like business, sightseeing, sightseeing, pilgrimage, along with the transportation of goods over longer distance. Apart from an important means of transport, the Indian Railways has been a great integrating force for more than 150 years. Railways in India binds the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of the industry and agriculture. The Indian Railways have a network of 7,137 stations, spread over a route length of 66,687 km with a fleet of 11,122 locomotives, 54,506 passenger service vehicles, 6,899 other coach vehicles, and Indian Railway is the largest public sector undertaking in the country. The first railway stream ऑफ फ्रॉम द मुंबई से थाने के बीच में चली थी पहली रेलवे 1853 में, जिसने कितना डिस्टेंस किया था 34 किलोमीटर. द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पैटर्न ऑफ रेलवे network India has been largely influenced by physiographic, economic and administrative factors. The northern plain have their vast level land, highest population density and rich agriculture resources provided the most favorable condition for their growth. However, a large number of rivers required construction of bridge across their wide beds posted some obstacle. In the hilly terrain of the peninsular region, railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps or tunnels. The Himalaya mountain region too are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines due to high relief, sparse population and lack of economic opportunity. Likewise, it was difficult to lay railway lines on sandy plains of western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat, forested tracts of MP, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand. The contiguous stretch of Sahyadri could be crossed only through gaps or passes. In recent time, the development of Konkan Railway always along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods in this most important economic region of India. It has also faced a number of problems such as sinking of trade in some stress and landlines. Today, the railway have become more important in our national economy than all other means of transport put together. However, rail transport suffer from certain problems as well as many passengers travel without tickets. Theft and damaging of railway property has not been stopped completely. People stop the trains, put the chain unnecessary, and this cause heavy damage to the railway. Think over it. How can you help our railway in turning as per the schedule time? तो इस तरीके से रेलवे जो है जो इम्पोर्टेंट है इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ के लिए हमको इनको प्रयास करना चाहिए कि ये हमारे लिए बनी रहे। अब देखिए पाइपलाइन के बारे में। पाइपलाइन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नेटवर्क इज ए new arrival on the transportation map of India. In past, these were used to transport water to cities and industry. Now these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas from oil and natural gas field to refineries, fertilizers, factories, and big thermal power plant. Solids can also be transported through pipeline. And convert into slurry. The far inland location of refineries like Barni, Mathura, Panipat, and gas-based fertilizers plant could be thought of only because of pipeline. Initial cost of laying pipeline is high, but subsequent running costs are minimal. It rules out transit losses or delay. There are three important network of pipeline transportation in India from oil field in Upper Assam to Kanpur via Gujarat, Guwahati, Barni, and Allahabad. It has branched from Barni to Haldia via Rajband to Murigram and Guwahati to Siliguri. ये देखिए रेलवे का नेटवर्क जो है इस तरीके से रेलवे नेटवर्क है। थैंक यू स्टूडेंट।